some things that happened in the, when you were actually working with your husband in the vet's office. So you didn't have a job, no longer teaching. You had this volunteer work as a Girl Scout leader, trainer, whatever. But now you were very busy working in the office with him, you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And this,
I did
even
all
while
the
your girls,
desk work.
all the desk work.
All the bills.
Okay. All the bills.
Like that.
For the whole 55 years of your marriage then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, 55 of those years we were retired for about 17.
Okay.
But I helped him with operations.
Did you? Okay.
And when he
Did you have training for this, or you just?
No,
okay.
he trained me.
He trained you. Okay.
I learned a lot at Cornell along with him.
Those courses you took.
I would. He worked his way through Cornell, and then he'd come home and he'd have to study, and he'd try to fall asleep. I would be asking him questions, and he'd fall asleep. But we got through it. He did very well. But I helped with cesareans, where he had more than one puppy. You have to rub them and love them. I like that.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed answering the phone and all that.
Did you help him with the farm work as well, or just the small animal?
I didn't go out on the farm. That took a lot of time, and I had
the children.
some amount of cooking to do. And
the children.
yeah, I taught Sunday school for quite a while, but I didn't do much because I was busy. I did do a lot of scouting.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Between training and the troops. I wish I could find some snapshots so some of the kids could get in there. It would be nice. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. Now when you were working with your husband, you're doing all the desk work. Did he have another assistant to help with the operations, or were you just called away from the desk?
Yeah.
There were just the two of you.
I did desk work mostly at night.
Okay.
But then during the day I was running back and forth, meeting people and at the office. And
You were the receptionist?
Sort of, Tim has today. Dr. Dennis, he just built a new hospital and it's beautiful.
You mean Eastview?
He bought our practice.
Now, Dr. Dennis, where is that then?
In Benton.
In Benton? Okay, no I don't.
And we thought we were hoping he'd buy the hospital. But he didn't want the hospital. He wanted to be out in the country, and he wanted to have some large animal of his own. So he bought the goodwill, as you might say. So when he came, people would call my number, and he would answer, so he'd have people there. When we came, it was zilch. We earned $1 a day for a while.
$1 a day? Somebody coming in with a very minor, needing a shot.
Until we got acquainted.
Was it hard as outsiders to become acquainted in this community, or were they accepting?
No, everybody was wonderful. The first really call we had was when a dog was hit by a car. And we had to keep him in the house and take care of him. A black and white lab. I don't remember him. And we've had some interesting times when we had a beautiful collie come in for board. And 2 weeks went by, and he was supposed to go home, and he didn't go home, and he didn't. What are we going to do with this dog? And the girls were really enjoying him. Finally, we brought him to the house. He became part of the family. And then months afterwards, we found out they'd been in an awful accident. They were both knocked out. And they said, "Did you put my dog to sleep?" So we had their dog for them. So
how long did you keep him?
I don't remember, but it was a long time. And we kept wondering what to do. But it was such a lovely dog. We just hung on to him.
Only had a hospital, but then you had a boarding kennel as well?
That was with the hospital. We had all these runs outdoors and then kennels. But there was one time when he made the newspaper. Must have been in the 50s. Do you know Jimmy Cole?
Yes. Yeah, we interviewed...
He was a circus person.
Yeah, we interviewed his wife.
Oh,
Gertha Feely Cole.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it Dorothy?
Gertha Feely-Cole.
Oh, that's his second wife.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, he would bring his animals to us, but then this one time, his elephant got into something down when he was in the winter headquarters in Florida.
Yeah, Sarasota.
He brought him all the way up here. And Lyn worked so hard and finally saved him. It made the newspaper.
Wow. Uh-huh.
That was a...
What other animals did he have?
What kind?
Yeah.
Everything.
Uh-huh.
Everything a circus had.
Uh-huh. Lions and tigers and all
Well,
that?
see, it's been so long I can't itemize them, but he had a lot of animals.
Do you remember any others that your husband worked on?
Well, I remember the gorilla that came and sat on my swing, played with the swing, and when he'd go out in the truck, he would pound on the top of on the ceiling, outside the ceiling, make a big noise. That one I remember. You know, mostly small animals, but the elephant was a big deal.
Well, the gorilla's big enough, too.
I should have gone over all this with my daughters. They remember it better. So from there, where do we go? We retired, built this little place, and had a lovely time fishing, although sometimes people would bring their animals here, especially the first few years.
They trusted him more than anyone else.
They liked him.
Yeah.
He was very active in the community.